I got a video I got to post. The same little sand bitch gave him a little chain back. Won't let me get up. Won't let me get up no more than $45. A little $20 a head. Though. I ain't give him shit. Real talk. I be egg. I be trying to see the egg. I be trying to see who subscribe to what y'all. I'm gonna start putting that motherfucking. I'm gonna start putting J4K shit in my motherfucking tire. We finna get down and start feeding the beast. I'm feeding the beast too. Putting that shit in there. I don't own J4K. We gotta try to. I want to own the rights of J4K. Bitch, I'm going to court. Bitch, I made J4K. Y'all was JFK. I'm gonna go find a video to prove. I'm gonna take y'all bitch to court for J4K, bitch. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna talk about J4K, but that shit ain't gonna be in my title. Bitch, I'm gonna stop feeding y'all hoe. Y'all just like that bitch at the goddamn casino. Y'all bitch owe me. Y'all bitch owe me. I want y'all get my four back. And every time y'all put that four in that bitch, I want my money. Fuck wrong with y'all. Yeah, I want my money every time they put that four in that bitch. That J4K stuff, I want that bitch back. Fuck this. Put that F back in that bitch. Put that F back in that bitch like it was before I came over this hoe. Fuck wrong with them hoe. Whatever we run, look. We going to coke, we gonna take that head, we gonna put the coke, we want that four back. Man, stop feeding that beast. Fuck wrong. Why you ain't got no rings up on y'all, Yvonne? Yvonne popped right up over me on the live. Man, I just thought about unfed shit. I had gave my son unfed shit before I left. But I got in that bitch when I was locked out. I got in that bitch and I gave it back. I gotta figure out how to get back in that bitch. I got some shit on 6 over. I got some shit ducked off a lot of little spots. It come back, whole little come back to me though. I was hiding my shit. I know why you title my shit fucked up. They be like, unfair, why you name that shit? Why you name your video shit? It come back to me why I name her. It be coming back to me as I be going back. I want my motherfucking four back. Fuck on that. I don't know how you go. You had a wrench, I don't know the fuck. I ain't know to no wrench. You know. Unless there's a challenge that took, one time I took everybody wrench. That was a long time ago. I told you because you gave one of them managers goddamn wrench. Motherfucker, get one of them managers. What the manager can do? I give money about. Well, I left with 25. I went and bought this $5 ass beer in that bitch instead of just getting in the car and going and buy me. Drink me over Heineken before I leave this motherfucker. I'm tired of here. I want my four back. We want our four back. We put the four in that bitch. The motherfucker hollering JFK when Aunt Fed came over to this motherfucker hollering JFK. See y'all motherfucker hashtag John F. Kennedy around this motherfucker. Throw that four up in that bitch. I believe I can go find that. I can go find that stamp. Take that the motherfucking chancery coat. But tell me to stop putting that shit in my title. Shit. Who fought with before? But we gonna sign us a petition. Well, 10 names on that bitch. Give me a motherfucker. Give me a goddamn. Give me an unpaid lawyer. Fuck this shit. Bitch, I want my four back. Man, do like Planet of Fake. Bitch, I really goddamn put with them boys. Oh, that shit was fake, nigga, when they got there trying to own the rights of they shit. That nigga crazy. Well, we want our four back. You ain't nothing now, you want. Keisha gave her a wrench a time ago. She gave you a wrench. I ain't talked to Kiki in a minute. My baby goddamn Kiki. They ain't shit. My old school folks, they ain't gonna fuck me for real long. I keep talking about that nigga shit. Poof, she gone there. Y'all wanted that shit. That's what I want to do. That's what I did it for. Leave this shit alone. Y'all ease on that at all. Watch this shit unfold. Shit. Them bitch wouldn't let me get in that mouth. I came to the casino. I came to the casino tonight, goddamn. I ain't get up number $45. Got up $45. I couldn't get no higher than that. Ran the bitch, ran on the bitch at 192 though. My money back, I had 45. And got up to 70. I kept trying to. I just picking around. They got some new shit now. 100 choppers. Shit. I don't know what them niggas at. In 5 years, you know, people got their life to live. I don't know where they at. Motherfucker goddamn get out to the car and ride. Not this bitch though. You boy. You boy. You boy this bitch though. Boy this bitch. You want our goddamn fold back. You want our fold back. I'm gonna press charges on y'all. Give me my fold back. Y'all lied. I gave y'all that phone under false pretense. Y'all told me to go with dead. I decided the murder mystery ain't gonna give me no time for the murder mystery. I decided the mystery is the kidney. Y'all the real. That's why the ones drown me like they drown. I'm keeping people woke though. It's in them, not on them. They still choppers. Everybody moving and grooving, I guess. I be thinking about sometime. But the ones who held me down when I was locked up were Keisha, Nunu, fuck Nunu. Fuck Nunu. Nunu made me start scripting. Fuck Nunu. Nunu had me scripting from the judge. My nigga do. My nigga Trill and E. Them four up. The whole hour locked up. They rolled the whole swag with me, for real. No, Miss J got down. Miss J had started talking. We ain't start talking, but I ain't talking to Miss J when I was locked up, I don't think. Miss J got out of it though. I'm an email. I roll hard for Miss J. Had to prove that old hacking ass motherfucker, military ass motherfucker, South melted them divine boy. Yeah, where's Janelle Swag? Hold on, goddamn, I gotta blow my nose. I got sick. Mercedes said, nigga, you sick. I said, shut the fuck up, get out my check. As soon as she got up out, I said, damn, my voice do feel fucked up. She had heard that shit. I guess she heard that shit in my voice. She said, nigga, you need to go get your hot toddy or something, nigga. Drink you some whiskey or something, nigga. Fuck around with you. I said, get the fuck up out of here. I'm tired of your ass. Talking sleep to me. And turned right around and said, God damn, shout out to Mercedes, goddamn it. I'm sick of them dog. I got went through something about 2-3 days. I'm still goddamn getting this shit about me. Fuck auntie, what you doing? Y'all they had motherfucker coming up in that motherfucker thought I was crazy though. I'm saying them over, they took over my little shit though. He locked my shit down sometime. I went on that computer shit, but then I thought that nigga was true. I thought he was true, nigga. But Antonio, you remember Antonio from back in the day? Antonio put me when he got out, I was telling him, but I just usually got there and just gave everybody the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't on no bullshit. But that nigga was on some sucker ass shit. I was looking at that that double head eagle, how they share the same crown. He tried to get Precious to goddamn motherfucker. He tried to get them go. What he did was promise Precious a motherfucker alpha, a little logo and shit with two queens sharing the same crown. But I ain't never talk about shit. I just seen what he was trying to do. Look at that bitch. Precious wasn't never offering this shit. Precious seen what time was. She man, that shit bullshit. She wasn't offering this shit for real. And you ain't gonna get them girls the same crown when they get to make the Queen Chateau. That was some whole shit right there. They go goddamn MJ right there. She just hit right there. Let me see how I get her ass over. Hold on, see can I do something? Let her know woman, hold on. She gonna take the chat, remember what you was. First she gonna take the chat, remember what you was. First judge. I own the shit. It wouldn't been nobody over there. It wouldn't been for my chat. We started the motherfucker. That bitch gonna run around like that with his shit. Took my little half. I got the video where he say he took me off half ownership. I don't know. Man, last thing I heard from Young Brown was I was talking on Normal State Pound the other day. I was telling Asa about Young Brown while I was over there. But she said she had went to see Young Brown. And she said she'd be on about 5 minutes. I went over there and hollered at Young Brown. I mean, Normal State said she went to holler at Young Brown in person, but I got a feeling something ain't right though. I be going through my old email. I said, Young Brown, I got her one time. She was reading it from the goddamn. I got to make some more space for unfed fire. Goddamn. For unfed fire, goddamn. I ain't got no more room. They say I got to clean some space out of there. Well, I said, Young Brown got her own personal email. She in every last one of my emails, Young Brown. And some of the shit she posted, man, Young Brown, that lady smart as fuck. That's why when people used to go against, I just know they weren't trying to wake up. I just let everybody be who they were. Everybody reveal themselves. If I was trying to protect the child, some of them motherfuckers wouldn't even last that long. But I miss her ass too. I miss Young Brown. I be thinking about her little granddaughter. She probably about grown now. Her little granddaughter was smooth too. She was raising her granddaughter and shit. I ought to go play that Young Brown shit tonight if I can find it. But yeah, I miss Young Brown. Them overhead Young Brown. But she wants to speak her man Brown. They were on Never Truth. For real. She know how to break that. She know how to break them tribes and stuff down. All right, bro.
Have a good one, Doc.
All right. My wallpaper. She went well. She just did. I remember when to Kel's house and pulled this junk. Kel. Who, me? It's my little Kel or Kel Gill. Little Kel they said little Kel just got rid of his channel. See, man, one thing about it, Yvonne, there's only a couple of people that I really email, got one of the emails, and when I find tell me, go check the email, I'll go check it like that every now and then. I want to check in all the emails. I'm looking at all the emails now. All right, man, look at all the emails. Look at all these goddamn emails that I had people sending me shit. But I used to see motherfuckers be sending me shit on other people want me to, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna put that shit, man. A whole lot of people can stamp that shit. I done sent FED shit on motherfucker when they was trying to get it, man. I just hold this shit. I'm for that shit. There's a whole lot of information in them emails. I'm still just looking at that shit. I ain't used to check that shit. I used to tell y'all, man, I don't check that shit. I don't put no names on no numbers. You know, if I don't talk to you enough to remember your number, I know it when I see it. Shit. Had too much other shit going on. You know, I was just born. I'm like, I want to hear that. They talk my shit. But I talked a lot of shit on shit. You want to go over to 6 and talk shit. I thought about that and I said, hey, how you talk shit on 6? Goddamn Angela Mills said, yeah, fat, let's go over there and talk shit on 6. So when you talk that shit on 6, I got a lot of shit ducked off. But that's why I gave my son on that channel. I'm gonna get them to unlock that bitch. It's some videos. I was locking the video down, I was tucking them out. I ain't nothing but no hard drives and all that shit. That's why you tighten my shit and tighten my shit all crazy. Nobody gonna know what's going on with me. They already thought I was stupid and dumb. I don't know why they thought they didn't know. I come straight out of the gate, tell them, hey man, that girl kidney gonna be missing when they. I'm waiting on our talk to report. They come up to my diamonds and I goddamn fuck. They what about the kidney? This freezer showing them but kidney. You niggas still chasing a goddamn fight. That Teresa and Lenore talking about. Hair all over here like she was fight. Hell yeah, baby, like she been choked. And they still going on with the shit. It took me 2.5 years to realize my baby was found on the 9th instead of the 10th. How dumb can you let it be? Playing the whole world dumb. That UNC FED told their ass that shit off the river. Man, hold up, man. This shit ain't goddamn finna be no 9/11 over there. Both the 9/11 ritual. This shit ain't finna make it no 11. This shit ain't happening. No, this hell nah. This shit happened one day, man. Shit. It's 36 hours. Yeah, that nigga DJ PC gang was my what? Where have I took from Fed? Nigga, what Fed gave? Gave you life around that hole. But you gonna have life anyway, cause you was in the background of that shit anyway. On that side type shit. But they put a perimeter around me. I kept telling y'all that. I was popping up on my motherfucking. Yo, one girl, I can't think of. Oh, you gonna come to me? Yo, one girl that was connected to Chosen. And she thought I was real stupid dumb. I said every time the shit get a little rocky and shit, Chosen send this motherfucker over him. And she come up on the pound like she want to when she get ready. How the fuck you get up him? Who sent I begin in the background? Who sent her invite? Who sent the invite? But I used to kick it with her like I fuck with her. And goddamn, one day she was talking that shit. I blocked that ass. I blocked that motherfucker. I waited about 3 minutes. I said, I blocked that motherfucker. That motherfucker still typing. I said, look at this motherfucker still typing. And I blocked the ass and everything. I said, these motherfuckers goddamn been had me fucked up. They said that perimeter around my ass and all of my shit. I gave that nigga all my information and everything. That's why my goddamn mic was so the start of this shit. G thought goddamn Tay Sunday son had goddamn hacked my shit and got my box. Bombshell was hacking that bitch too. That's why I went over for when she got mad. I went over to come back on my pound and none of the shit when she came over to me. She gonna have Chosen King arrested. I be gone with the shit. My goddamn shit go to stack. Computer go to goddamn snap, cracking the pocket every time certain folks get on my shit. Never seen a motherfucker get mad cause a nigga be asleep. See, Kiki said, man, don't goddamn turn this motherfucker off. I used to be able to mute the bitch and y'all still hit it. He fucked that up. I don't want to go on nobody else's chat. You gonna stay right over there. Niggas on some bullshit. Boy, I got a long ride. Ain't that far though. Big nigga tired. I'm tired. MJ be in this bitch in a minute. Cock ass ass. I hit that ass again tonight, but I hit him, but I was just getting the money back. Cause I ain't seen that bitch ain't do like I wanted to do. I said that bitch play now though. They took that first time I had of one strike, and as soon as I got ready to get that bitch back, that nigga lost his ass on do that shit. I was waiting, I had been sweating. That's why I was just chilling. I'm just waiting on my first child to come back. And soon that God glove and grab that nigga, the one he put that Masonic sign on. Motherfucker. Man, I was going live, yeah, 4 and 5, 6,000 folks in that bitch. I said, man, 3,000 folks in that bitch. Oh shit, this shit crazy. But I ain't hindsight 2020. Hindsight 2020. Them niggas were playing though. There she go. I'll put off now. I'll stand out there drinking a beer, MJ. I'll stand out there drinking a beer. This one of my old CDs I used to. Hell nah, I got up about $45 on it, about 45, something like that. I got up, it kept swaying. I could have left. I could have left a little bit more shit. I'm $20 a head, and I ain't getting them shit. I'm $20 a head. But they wouldn't let me do shit. I was just walking around that bitch chilling out, walking around that bitch sleep head. And the two little goddamn 11th floor looking at me crazy. My son was out early. When we got ready, they just sitting in front of my motherfucking car. I'm like, this goddamn motherfucker, I thought the dude, though, nigga, get the fuck out of the way. He looked like Fire said, goddamn, stud good there. So I'm good fool there sitting out there like a motherfucker ain't trying to move. He said, man, you don't need to go back out there. You just got there cut the folks that go out there and everything. I ain't study that shit, nigga. Yeah, I try not to give him shit. At least break even. So I'm trying to come out here and win. I sit in there and play. And then I goddamn break even. But I be mad after I do this shit. I be thinking I can goddamn get back up on. But I got that the last 3 times I've been out. I ain't lost it the last 3-4 times. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So I got down swag with my family every day. Waiting on these motherfuckers to get their foot off and they gonna make me goddamn. I'm getting these more 2026, but shit, I'm gonna be me. Well, I'm just watching myself. I ain't never told y'all no lies about me, man. Shit. I'm just chilling though. Doing just enough to goddamn move around and watch these niggas out. With 2026, I'm gonna goddamn put my foot on the ground, be like, man, hey, this shit, I'm just giving myself a little time. Give me a little job to go with this thing first. These motherfuckers don't want to give that nigga no job for real. They talk that good shit. Before I went to jail, I had got a full partner. That's why that shit kind of hurt me fucked up. Cause I went down to goddamn 1 gram and got my own full partner, representing myself. Got a full partner and all that shit. And all that shit probably been sealed when they goddamn, had some little clauses in there where the goddamn little lawyer was tricking with that shit, trying to bring shit out. Like, man, I just want me some numbers, man. Oh, y'all know what's going on. I told y'all the whole keep goddamn trying to get a nigga that L, nigga. Trying to fight with y'all niggas, man. These hoes trying to give me an L, nigga gotta fight, man. You gotta fight too hard to come up out there on them L, man. You finna give me no L, nigga. Give me some numbers. I don't give a fuck what kind of numbers they is. I still should have got down, kept fighting, but see, I had been goddamn time to go lay down for me. I know I gonna have to lay down. I ain't have no money not to lay down. I ain't want to spend that much money not to lay down. So I know I gonna lay down. I just want me some numbers. I took a legal split. I did illegal time. I ain't supposed to do nothing with 3 for real. I supposed to have a goddamn 3. But I took that bitch. So I put the wheels on that bitch. I stayed out long over here, everybody reveal who the fuck they was though. They don't goddamn make a problem. Me and Mo got down to my niggas, fucking with my family, all kind of shit. Monster that built up by all that dumb ass shit. Niggas think this shit sweet. I don't know what's wrong with them. J4K think this shit sweet. Them bitches gonna goddamn get us. Hey, MJ, we gotta get us goddamn. We know it's a paralegal. I'm gonna goddamn go find the right video, right stamp and shit. And I'm for $5 million lawsuit on they bitch ass. Bitch, I want my motherfucker fold back, bitch. Y'all goddamn change that shit to JFK for life, motherfucker. I want Fed on his fold back. Fuck y'all. I better start putting that shit in my motherfucking titles too. I'm feeding the beat my damn self. I don't give a fuck if I don't get them goddamn 20 views. Fuck that. I want my motherfucking, I want my fold back. I'm gonna goddamn start doing me some goddamn, what they call this shit, trademark and shit. Truth don't need no help. I want that 4 out that jail. I want to trademark J4 gas my shit. Fuck them. Y'all JFK, nigga. Alright, that's my fault. Fuck wrong with y'all. From the beautiful but dangerous waters of the dirty. That's my old shit, right? This shit classic down. Wanna come tops of trees, but I catch me early. The tree of niggas run deep. Deep off in this bloody land, the gorillas with gators hungry for me. It's a pig when the night fall. We might crawl like some fingers on your heels, cause we don't like y'all. Oh shit. I know you typed some shit in that chat tonight. We don't never talk about that shit, but you know I remember that shit. You was spooked too. I said, man, don't you move that motherfucker. Man, I was telling bro, we need to get down. Remember the fuck? You know, you started teaching me about them mounds and shit. And I started looking at the malls around here, like all the malls built up on mounds. And I started thinking about Vulcan down here, Red Mountain. But they got Vulcan up there with his butt naked ass hanging out to me. You got down stirring iron and shit. You remember that on Jay? I see you had typing shit up in that mother chat. I went back and looked at it. When I be going live on that mobile thing, all them shits don't be coming through. But I went to another channel right quick and looked in that motherfucker and seen who was all in there. So I be at the house, I got my other phone. It's like a little Wi-Fi phone. That's why we get it out looking at the chat. When I'm all up through this motherfucker, y'all just kill the flow. When I pick that fuck, the bitch and spit the phone. Cause I don't get wild, don't get foul, straight gangster style. When I'm in that zone, it's on. Cause I'm on for a while. How many rounds I got? What? How many times I shot? How many crimes I got? Fuck it, nigga. How many lives I got? I'm a 205. I take 2 more lives. Take 2 when I ride. Take 2 when I die. Take a 202. And that just get high. Cause it's fuck, nigga. I show you I doubt it. I show your body. Show your body. I take you out it. They screaming I murder them. They screaming I serve them. They screaming I hurt them. Thugged out. All black. Got a bunch of burgers. Beautiful but dangerous. Wall is up. I'm trying to see. I don't know who the fuck you think. I'm gonna call you, MJ. Cause I ain't never understand what was going on. But that shit was some. I said, man, them motherfuckers. I told Press, them motherfuckers. Somebody got down on some fuck shit. Somebody on some fuck shit. Somebody on some fuck shit, and this bitch right there. I'm from for real. I stayed on that bitch with you. We might have been on the phone then. We might have been on the phone. There was very few people that had been on the phone with. But I don't know what they thought I was over there trying. They thought I was collecting intel and hacking and going in people's accounts like they were doing. They were trying to throw that shit over and off on me. Bitch, you got me fucked up. You know, shit like that. Ain't no turning back. If I had said, lock my other channel down. And start a relationship with people, with real people and shit, who I thought. I've been too naive, so that shit wouldn't work. I was just talking my shit. They came with that motherfucking TV, talking about some motherfucking secret kidney, so I said, I got their ass for it. This motherfucker got that kid. They finna run this 911, this little 911 shit they finna do right here. I see what they got going on. I seen that shit off the rip. I can see, cause I was already in my shit. I had been studying shit for the last 6-7 years back then, and I was goddamn at the government on that flat earth shit and studying stem cells. I was like, man, these motherfuckers on serious. And once I had cried that shit out, once I cried that Jesus up out me, man, I know them folks had wrote that shit. When I was in high school, man, I've been like this, man. I've been like this all my life, for real. I can remember shit when I was 2 or 3 years old. But I've been like this when I was in the 5th grade about that globe. I remember shit. When I was in the 12th grade, I ain't graduated. I ain't never been no dog. I ain't graduate. Cause I told her I ain't finna get out on this literature shit. I asked the lady cause she passed. I told her that. I said I play football and basketball. I done seen motherfuckers let these niggas pass. I done got down 2 tests for niggas. The fuck you mean? I said I can't get down without do the English, the verbs and nouns and adjective, preposition of phrases and shit. I do all that, but that shit that Macbeth and therefore that Romeo shit. I said I can't swag. What's wrong with it? She was a black teacher too. My name was Miss Ross. She said, if you don't do it, I can't pass you. I had to go to summer school. Then when I started going to sleep on the goddamn freeway, I had been driving sleep so long. When I flipped over in that motherfucking truck, I had flipped over in the truck. I had went to sleep for real. I went to sleep and woke up. When I woke up out here at 12 o'clock, I couldn't miss that bitch. Flipped over, died in that bitch 2 times. When I was in prison, I called my mom. I told her, see, I'm taking my story back. You done gave your story to Jesus for too long. I crawled up out that motherfucking truck. I decided to come up out that bitch. And I still don't know how I did it. I closed my eyes, pushing, scratching and crawling, lifting, eased up out that bitch. I feel all that shit in my body right now. And I so did. But I told that teacher, I said, man, I ain't finna get there. I can't do it. I can't fuck with that literacy. I know these are people that wrote my people to sleep. You see what you mean? I said, these are people that wrote us to sleep. I was out there holding my high school and motherfucking niggas must take your ass back to Africa, call me all kind of niggas and shit. I said, man, I ain't finna fuck with that shit. Doing too much already. Then y'all want a nigga to know goddamn better different kinds of maps. How many goddamn different kind of maps can you know, motherfucker? I started taking basic courses. I said, I'm tired. I was gonna be an accountant or a lawyer. That's what I was gonna do. I turned myself to the street. All my niggas were street niggas anyway. They let it put that goddamn globe on that table when I was in the 5th grade. I was in the 5th grade. I was in the 4th and I was in the 5th grade. They let it put that goddamn with a white teacher. Where all these white teachers coming from all of a sudden? They started putting us on them globe shit. They told her they spent that motherfucker. I said, now find you spent that bitch. I said, now find our location on it. And while we finding that shit, me and my partner, we finding that shit. We finally found the United States on that bitch. And I said, hold up. I said, so all the blue supposed to represent the oceans, the water? She said, yes, that's the water. I said, shit. So you tell me the boat go ride around the water sideways like this? She said, she started explaining that dumb shit. I said, hold up. During that time, my granddaddy and his brother had boats, and both of them were red. I said, my granddaddy got a boat, and my Uncle Bubba got a boat, and both of them red and white. And I said, when we go to the lake, I ain't never seen no boat do that. And she started trying to get me to shut up. I was like, I'm just saying. And I had picked a pencil up off the table. I said, if you put a boat on the water like this, and I let that pencil go, she said, wait a minute. And I let that pencil go, that pencil hit that shit. You just go get in the corner. You just go get in the corner. Because you're being disruptive. I said, shit, I still remember that shit. I was telling my granddad about that shit the other day. My granddad, 92 years old, he still remember that shit. My granddad, not strong. Yeah, I was explaining that shit to him, and he still telling me about, he ain't never seen no damn. We had a good conversation. I said, now tell me what way no. He pointed straight ahead. You point back. I said, okay then, so when we gonna go up? I ain't never seen how to go up. I said, just think about it. You got to go up. The water got down to go up north, like that on the globe. 92 years old. I said, man, y'all send me out here to get an education, and then the prodigal son bring this shit home. Y'all goddamn y'all won't hear no real shit. This thing been too long ago. I said, shit, Pop. That mother told me to get in the corner. First I went and told my mom about that shit. I said, man, lady put me in the corner. I ain't give a fuck about that shit. Everybody had questions back then, but she said, you know what you know, and you know what you know. I said, yeah, man. We'll just bring mama that A. I said, okay, I get to see. All that bring the A home, I get to see the motorcycle, mini bike, go cars, everything, stay out late. All that bring the A home, good. So I said, yeah, man. That's what I did. Went to the goddamn lake one day. Went to the real, we was at where the fuck we was? Where the fuck we was? My granddad had me and one of my cousins. Y'all boy ready to drive that boat? I said, hell yeah, we ready to drive that motherfucker. I still remember like yesterday. I see my mama running in the water telling me, put them life jackets on. Put them life jackets on. My granddad said, y'all boys get them thing, gave them goddamn orange life jacket. Put around our neck. The thing go around our neck with orange. I'll put these safety things on for your goddamn mama have a damn fit. I was gonna put them on. Goddamn, she had to have a damn fit. She ran out into the water till the water came up to her waist, but she couldn't run out no more. And started wading. And she disappeared. And the people on the other side, my mama was to the right, the people on the other side were to our left as I looked back behind the boat. And I seen some people on the other side of the lake. They started to disappear. They weren't faded yet. We had to go, you know how the bridge be made, you got to go through the concrete slabs. Granddad said, once we get past these slabs, y'all, I want y'all boy to run in there. Once we get past these slabs, I'm gonna give y'all the wheel. Went up under that motherfucker, that shit opened up. Never water out that bitch. I looked back, I couldn't see the people to the left no more. I said, damn. And then they got down, that bridge disappeared. So we went up under that bitch disappeared. I said, God damn, I got out that bitch, couldn't see never water. I couldn't see never water. I said, God damn. I thought about that later in school. I said, God damn it. Yeah. I said, God damn. I'm gonna send you a picture. I got a picture when we was at my little cousin's graduation. She graduated from AM. I said, goddamn, granddad. It was my turn to drive too. I was gonna drive first. Me and my cousin always get to fight, but I'm old and that nigga. We just got there try to fight. We got there get next to granddad if we can shift the gears. I mean, one day he jumped in the middle so he can shift the gears and shit. Granddad said, you know you wrong, boy. He let me reach over the nigga. Now his ass in the whole seat looking stupid. We used to call this shit the whole seat. We used to get in the whole seat so we got down, shift the gears. I'm on the outside, shift the gears over his whole ass. Yeah, now nigga, trying to motherfucking goddamn jump in the middle, you know it's my turn, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. So anyway, we got out there, motherfucker, you gonna let me drive that bitch first. And I thought about that later. I said, granddad, I said, this teacher at school behind me fucked up. I don't want talking like that, you know what I'm talking about. I like, she gonna tell me that the world round. Nah, damn what I told her. I said, granddad, if the world round, if the water round like a ball, I said, when we gonna feel the curve, granddad? And they said, look out there, my boy. By that time, I'm looking out there, it's time to drive the boat. I'm listening to him now. So I want to let my cousin get the wheel and shit. He said, look out there, my boy. When he talking to me, he went over there and just started guiding the boat and shit. Got my cousin, Andrew. So goddamn, he said, you see that boat that's coming into our view right now? I said, yeah, I see it. He said, that boat there is coming up over the curve. And when we get to that spot where that boat at, we gonna be going down over the curve. I looked at my granddad and looked at him. I said, huh? I sat down in the boat. And I waited till another boat came into my view. And I started counting. I remember Mississippi's 1,000. I was saying 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 1,000, 7 Mississippi. I'll mix them together like that. I'll count. In my head, I'll count. I sat there and waited till that boat got directly on my shoulder to the left of me. And I started recounting to the number I had got to. I said, by the time I get to that number, I should feel this curve. And I did that shit, and I counted back up to that number. And I said, granddad, I said, that don't work, man. I still don't feel no curve. He said, well, my boy, it's there. You just can't feel it. You just can't see it. And I said, dang, I ain't telling my... I said, they got my granddad tell. I said, you sound like that motherfucking teacher. And I came on back to this world. I said, shit, let me enjoy driving that boat. But I told him, I said, shit don't work. I remind him of that story. This is my second or third time I remind him of that story. But we went into it in depth. I said, I'm going to let you debunk it yourself. I said, which way north? He pointed, show him. I said, well, when we going to go up the north? When we going to go down in the ground the south? This part out enslavement. Why you think they start beating our ass, Pop? They indoctrinated us into some shit, man. We going to be slaves forever, man. We a covert nation. We enslaved to China forever, according to them. So that means we see, man, come on, man. And see, I said, God damn, they got my granddaddy too. That's what I said in my head. I said, man, my granddaddy, they got my granddaddy too. I was young, nigga, then. I was in the 5th grade. And I ain't think about that shit no more till I came to YouTube and discovered got on a flat earth conversation and said, so yeah, I said, I been know this shit. Been know this shit a long time. When I was a little boy, I know that shit. That shit wasn't right. That was so easy for me to get. Then I used to ask so many questions in the church. My mom and grandma went through hell in the church. I kept confrontational motherfucking shit going in the church about the shit I used to be asking and fucking them up with. I ain't lying. I been baptized goddamn 4, 5, 6 times. I ain't just jump out here and just start going crazy. I study and investigate, but people just don't want to hear the truth. Sometimes people just come so susceptible to things that they can't change and all that shit. But my soul don't do that. My soul don't do that. It's called bringing. And I've been like that all my life. My mama still tell me, I already knew you was gonna be the one. But why y'all won't listen to me though? What good it gonna do if I can't bring her home to the family? I'm like the prodigal son. I come back home, y'all motherfuckers, y'all on crazy shit. But they can't help it though. That's why I be trying to tell people. I be talking my shit, but I don't mean to offend nobody. But shit, I can respect what y'all got going on. But them motherfuckers, like all the people who trained on me and did that, cause I tell them how I truly feel about shit. I ain't never disrespecting nobody goddamn feelings and how they talk. I get on my panel, say what they say, and I say what I say. But motherfucker will go all the way to the end. Like that goddamn girl came on, how got on this goddamn panel and tell a whole story about. I don't believe in it. But yeah, I know in her mind this is her reality. And she, I can feel the wing and whoosh across my face. That girl went right. She was one of the ones over there in that nigga goddamn Z in that chat when he had started hitting the Selena shit. He wasn't on no Selena shit from day one. That nigga over there running the Selena shit. And she over there, she one of the main one while when that chat went to goddamn talking boss shit, made videos on me and all kind of shit. I seen her emailing my shit. I got down since I've been home and told people, I got your ass on a big screen, stupid motherfucker. I don't like her ass. Cause I ain't do nothing to her. I don't go crazy on nobody that they cross me, man. See, I ain't never had no brother in real life. I ain't never had no brother. That one thing I blessed my children with was brothers. And them niggas know how far a brother. I go to the end of the road with a nigga. That's why a nigga be looking like, why the fuck you lick up that nigga call me a brother, OG, so shit. I ain't never had no cutoff point with niggas. I'm gonna ride it all the way out till a nigga cross me. But the niggas supposed to been cut off, but I don't know no cutoff point. I wasn't raised with no brother. But I was raised to treat niggas like my brother. Mama, you make me let nigga play with my ball. I don't want to let play with my ball, my toe. She don't know what me and the nigga got going on. You gonna make me let that nigga play with my shit. And I'm stuck in that shit. I don't know the cutoff point. Like, nah, bro, we brothers, but goddamn, we ain't finna do it like that, nigga. I don't know when to cut a nigga off. I ain't never learned when to cut a nigga off. And the benefit of the doubt, I always been one of my problems. But I know how to handle myself, and I know how to play dumb and make a nigga trip himself up and make me stomp the shit out of him. I know how to do that. I know how nigga make it. I'll be feeling nigga energy. I know you ain't right with nigga. I don't know when to cut you off till you just go too far and I just lose my mind on your dumb ass. Yo. I always been that. I was raised like that. Share everything. Just like I share my channel and my panel with everybody. Everybody equal in this bitch. Anybody we want to get into it, get into it. I don't go for this, get it. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't blessed to have no brother. And so that's why I don't know how far I don't know when to cut niggas off. Especially when I take him in and call him my brother. But I had to realize, nigga, I wasn't born with no brother, so fuck all that. But I still be like, but that glow shit, I didn't know that shit was bullshit. There's one nigga out here that I want to goddamn wake up to this flat earth shit. His name Sarah Soon said it. That nigga live in Michigan. That nigga live in Detroit. That nigga named Sarah Soon said it. And when it was time for him to goddamn open his mind up around, Dre was going too hard on him instead of trying. That what made me call myself Flat Earth Discussions. I said, man, you and that nigga need to discuss this shit. You and that nigga need to discuss this shit, bro. And you regular trying to motherfucking, you handling him fucked up. And I fuck with that nigga and I fuck with you. But they ain't gonna get it, bro. I don't even want you to debate. You want to have a debate for to put on the show for these folks. Fuck that. You need to wake that nigga down up. But that nigga, I got blocked out of shit, though. He ain't blocked me. No nigga blocked me. He got mad one day. Goddamn, he was to my buying the dollars from Jordans for her birthday or some shit. Sanchez, my nigga. I don't know if Sanchez had too many people in his chat when I come through that bitch and try to blow at her. But he don't even recognize me no more. But I remember Sanchez told me, he said, nigga, you one of the real ones, dog. That nigga told me, he said, goddamn it, I want you to start a channel. I pulled out. He phone belts me. I was down the belt. I had to go to court. I was going to court by somebody. It was pressure. Somebody was going to court. No, I wasn't going. I was taking somebody to court down there in Beltsman by some. It was some reason I was down there in Beltsman. I had a YouTube when I had started listening to YouTube when I first started. And I was listening to YouTube. And my nigga was talking about something. And I went across them tracks right there by the car down on that one way. I went across them tracks and pulled over in that Church of Chicken. I said, fuck that car. I'm gonna hit this nigga, holler at my nigga. Pulled over and bagged up in that Church of Chicken and talked to Sanchez. We was talking. And I said, I'm down on your neck of the wood right now, my nigga. The nigga told me, he said, man, I want you to start a channel and use all my content on it and monetize it. And you get all the proceeds off of it. He said, I don't want that information. I just want my information like that. That man told me that. That's what, when I first made the motherfucking, I had that I Know TV, that's the one turned into FEDZBACK. That's the one I was going to use to do that. But I ain't never do it. That's the one I was going to use to do that. Man, that little cat almost got the shit shot out of him, man. I thought a nigga was walking up on me on some whole shit. They was sneaking up on me. He told me to goddamn make a channel, put all his content on that flat earth shit and just let it run. And once that bitch get up to where it can be monetized, he said monetize that bitch. You know what he told? I said, all right, bro. But I ain't never do it. Though the first email, I know the one I used to be putting the EYENOTV. I still got an email right now. I can't get into that bitch. I can get into it, but I think hard enough. And that shit turned into Fayetteville. The one where I was out there where they had that white shirt on out there on that boat. When I went on that goddamn fishing trip with the casino down there and goddamn, what did we talking about over Montgomery? The one that's on Doge Road. My host we had went to goddamn out there on that boat. I got the video of me and Pressure. We went to a goddamn New Orleans Saint gang. Well, our black card status in that bitch. I'll have all the our road status in that bitch. I ain't never lied to y'all about shit. But yup. But that nigga let Young Pharaoh lead the conversation when it came to that shit, and he just treated it like a pancake, like that on that dumb shit. And that last thing I remember him saying to me, where the hype come from? I said, when I got out of prison, I'm gonna be putting that shit in the air, cause that was crazy when he told me where the hype come from, like a nigga don't know his mountains on this motherfucker, and crevices and potholes and ditches and canyons and shit. Come on, man. What you mean where the height come from? Shit, we three-dimensional, nigga. That's where the height come from, 3D. I mean, we on no motherfucking globe. But Dre wanted to beef with that nigga, said it too hard. Can't wake no nigga up like that. That's why nigga don't never goddamn get nowhere when you trying to reach another intelligent person that's got shit. All us grow up into this indoctrination. We woke to different shit. And when you can't be trying to battle no nigga, you got to discuss that shit, man. And it might take 3 days, 3 weeks, or it might take 3 years, but just keep hitting him with good points and listen to what he's saying, and then discredit or don't get his credit, just disprove what he's saying. They ain't got to try to debunk and all that shit. Just tell him your point of view and tell him why and give him the breakdown of the shit. The nigga smart enough, he gonna catch on to the shit. Cause something gonna hit him in his head like, oh, some of that shit be hitting him now, but he just don't get in now. But the shit he own it. But that motherfucking nigga ever fuck around and lay that motherfucker down and put everybody in their rightful indigenous area. When you lay that motherfucker down like it's supposed to be and twist that motherfucker Masonic so-called tilt out that motherfucker that them goddamn motherfucker put on that bitch, it's gonna put everybody in their rightful indigenous areas that they came from. And you can see, and you gonna be able to see how they usurp. How the fuck you think I went that bitch? I told y'all before I left this bitch. I said, I'm gonna figure out why they disappearing that land right there. It's some shit right there. Them niggas grabbed the center of this bitch and raised it up from the center and made a sphere out of this bitch and tilted that bitch. I said, there's a reason why this where they unified at. This where all the united shit gonna come in and play right here. And I'm ready to tell the world, not the world, I'm ready to tell my people right there. Already in the cipher, y'all go look through my video. I'm telling you, that's the idiot that's sitting right there. And I ain't really got to go around that motherfucker. I already know what's gonna be around that bitch. I already know what country's gonna be sitting around the center of this motherfucking place. And this where they drop them bomb. Only they drop the bomb, cut the land, but this where they start separating outside of the land and giving them goddamn alleyways and crevices to come across. Where they cut that Suez Canal like that. Where it's on over towards the central. And so that'll be northwest. When I was goddamn in Peru, I go in and get my shit right now and show y'all how I started deciphering this shit. I started looking at all the northwest corners of every motherfucking area. The northwest tips. That's why my goddamn book was gonna be called a brick clip. I call this shit the brick clip. I got a book called a brick clip that I wrote when I was in prison. It's short, but it's to the point. But I need to goddamn, I kind of got it up. I got the YouTube, I was writing the prayers. And it's called a brick clip, and it's how they usurp land. It's like the MasterCard, how the two maps was made with the MasterCard, and it's that space that's inside them two circles once they goddamn intersect with each other. I call it a clip. And that's how they was clipping lands and usurping lands and adding water. Man, I need to give me a compass, a square, ruler, and all that shit, and really go into my geometrics and get on my mathematics and my godly stage, man, to really do some deciphering with degrees and everything and decipher that shit. But niggas gonna understand what I'm saying like this in a simple term. I know they ain't gonna understand the degrees and angles of the shit, but I know what I'm talking about, y'all. And that's Italy, Italy and Tuscany sitting right there where they would disappear in that land at, right next to that fake ass so-called magnetic rock. And that magnetic rock is a motherfucking circumference of 33 right there. And I want to do the circumference and see how large that motherfucker is, cause right in there, if it ain't nuclear, it's some motherfucking shit right there that's them niggas is in agreement on. There ain't no fucking North Pole. There ain't no ice right there. That's the center. The ice around outside, that's in the center. And right there in that motherfucker right there, it's some shit that them motherfuckers said. The only thing we can do is die on top of each other right here, come to an agreement right here, man. And that was the unification. That's where they gonna start the United Nations and all this shit. Everything became united right there. Cause it's to a point where what the fuck y'all gonna do? Y'all just gonna sit here and kill it. So this way they gonna say, this way they gonna rule and dominate parts of the earth and parts of the world. And that's when you go to looking at how the fuck the queen owns 6.6 billion acres of the fucking earth. How the fuck the Arabian motherfuckers, the Emirates own 5.47 billion acres of the motherfucking earth. But who got their third steering wheel in their back? They can't fuck with that. You remember I found goddamn Japan on there? I found Japan on that goddamn Monte map. And I went to sleep. I said, what the fuck is that? I woke up out my sleep. I said, man, that's Japan. Went right in there and deciphered that shit. Translated that shit. I said, how the fuck Japan sit right here and they tell us Japan far to the east, and it's just a script, like a little thin island and shit. I said, these bitches been playing. And Japan run shit for real. Japan run China, they the elite Mongolians. And the Mongolians turn from Mongolian to motherfucking Koreans to all that shit. These are the original Asian people. The Asian continent really belonged to those Mongolians down to a certain point where the motherfucker, where they have been mixing and mingling with that motherfucking northerner and made these so-called Asian persuasion people that we call Persians. And the Persians are the Iranian people. And Iranian Iraq is the same people that are Persians. And that's where the letter J gonna come from. See, that's why I like when I goddamn be had time like this. I can just sit here and talk about this shit. Real talk. And that's what a J for, that's what all that they already wrote it. And once they do that, them Persians seen the motherfucking leeway that them people was getting with their religious shit, and they came with their own thing. That's why Islam come in AD. The calendar date for Islam is 622 AD. That's Johnny come late. And now they usurped into some shit because they latched on to a story that didn't belong to them in the first place. And that's why them Jews keep whooping them. They gonna always whoop them because they got the first lie. And then they let the motherfucking, they united with the Christians and they let them go on. They come over here to the north and enslave us on this side of the earth. But it's a line from goddamn Canada to Canaan that I use. Canada to Canaan. I call it the Canine line. And they let them put down their religion on us, but they still got their stir on their back. That's why we're going to always be in debt to the Mongolians. And that's why they got the oldest flag. The oldest war couldn't have been with the Christian Crusaders. They don't even say that shit in that bitch no more. I remember I used to go look up that shit up and say the first recorded war in history used to go take me straight to Mesopotamia, straight to the Abrahamic days. But if that's why the fuck Japan, they gonna you go in there right now, MJ, and try to look up the oldest flag. They gonna play with you and play with you and play with you and play with you till you finally gonna read. Where they gonna say, well, of course, by this, that will mean Japan has the oldest flag. They ain't gonna just say it straight out. Japan has the oldest flag in the world. It's a goddamn blood sun. That them motherfuckers in the north can't stand that sun, man. Then they got to respect that sun, though. They can't stand that sun. That's what everything they do is unnatural because they're trying to see how to figure out. They want to really get rid of life. They hate the sun because they can't really do like they want to do. That's why they started doing all these little experiments and testing on us and started usurping our melanin and putting it in tanning pills and making chemtrails with getting the goddamn plasma out of the blood because the plasma and water are two great conductors of energy, and they can goddamn kill the frequencies of the UV rays that come from the sun. And the sun is a melanated disc. That's why it's a black disc, and that's why it flickers black like that. When you motherfucking look at, I was looking at my first sun gazing, my grandma thought I was crazy. And every time I look at it and let it look at it and make it leave disappear from up under that tree, the only thing I think of is when you look to the hills of the Heavenly Father, it will reveal it. It say he will reveal himself unto you. And that's what it do. Out of the whole corona, the whole circumference, everything within that bitch gonna disappear, and you're gonna see those energy rings. I just look at that shit between my hands. And it's a melanated disc. It's gonna reveal itself in, I think August the 2nd in 2027, I think. Then they gonna have another total eclipse, another day. I be paying attention to this shit. And then I seen the video, man, he used to fuck with me so hard in prison. My tablets used to stay fucked up in county jail too. I go in there and be fucking with shit and be showing people shit. And then they'll see how I'm going to that shit, and then next thing you know, they be reconfiguring the motherfuckers. I can't get on my shit. We had little tablets that go again, little tablets and shit. And it was a video. I didn't go play some of the video. It was on video. The KI Academy, Can Academy. I usually look at those videos. It was a video on there where the motherfucker said they were having a goddamn eclipse, and the man said, "And the moon's black disc." I said, "The moon's black disc? How can there be a moon's black disc when you say you landed on the moon? You landed on the disc, so it gotta be the sun disc." And we already know it's a sun disc because the motherfucking ancients already said it's a disc. But these niggas want it to be a sphere. They trying to say the sun got to equate to the moon. The moon just the lesser light. And these niggas are lunatics because they're going through these lunar cycles with these people. The only people need to try to understand it are the females. The female goddesses, goddamn, their menstrual cycles are goddamn in sync with the motherfucking the lunar cycles. Females don't have their menstrual cycles every 30 days like that. That's why the motherfucker be offset like that. And I ain't no female if I'm lying. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Not cause I ain't never two women in. The blood. But these people that constructed a goddamn ball of water and talked us out about ancient knowledge and all that shit was usurped over that in that side on there's really it's in the south, so that's really like they be saying North Africa, but not North Pole, north of there. How that's North Africa, cause there's really is the south, but it's the northern half of Africa. And when you look at the northwest tip of Africa, that's the closest to that's where you see it the Atlantic right there. Not a gas car, that's where they made gas cars and all that. But that's right there. And that's really the Ethiopian Ocean. And they used to call motherfucking South America West Ethiopia. But these niggas don't want 028 days. Thank you, Yvonne, Lord. And okay. So they ain't no every 30 or 31 day. And then motherfucker, you see the connection between South America and Africa. But these niggas been battling so hard against the melanin. Fuck Africa, I'm on my melanation shit. Some of the Africans are woke, some of us woke shit, but it's the melanated side of the earth, and we need to get these people feet off our motherfucking neck, cause this is the melanated side of the earth over here. South America sit in the west, Africa sit in the south, and these are our corner. So these people already wrote and claimed their corner of the earth. Let's look up Gog and Magog. They're going to tell you that's their corner. Just go to my corners of the earth. That's the only corner that's been claimed. And the northern corner going to belong to the motherfucking Neanderthal. That's Canada, but they got people thinking that shit sit directly over their head and you got to go up the Canada. Now we know it's a waterfall that separate this bitch. I used to live in Buffalo, motherfucker. I had seen the waterfall. Yeah, that what water do when it get to the edge or somebody's gonna fall. It ain't gonna never form no ball and do none of that shit you talking about. Only way water gonna go up is if it evaporates. So it's flat motherfucking power. And that what that nigga said it needed to get in his head. I don't know how much. That nigga, I don't know. He probably gonna never get it though. That's just one of my wishes. I just wish that nigga would goddamn just something just click in his head. Cause he let young Pharaoh have that whole topic instead of him digging into it for himself. He just left young Pharaoh cause he think it's stupid. And young Pharaoh was talking all kind of ideologists and ideologists that came from a goddamn white man, but he probably been so black power, but you using, will you see that shit in Africa at, nigga? Will you see that shit in South America? You don't see no globes on no motherfucking, in no meta nowhere, in no motherfucking hieroglyphs. You don't on no stellars. You don't see no motherfucking people, no ancient people talking like that. That shit came from no motherfucking, that shit came from that goddamn Surtar Christos nigga. He was sanctioning and putting that shit in there. I can show you the contraption, that shit. They had the goddamn earth sitting down in the middle of this bullshit with some rings around it and all these old metal rings and contraptions and all that dumb shit. That shit don't go like that. He let that little nigga goddamn, yeah, man. I remember they had goddamn said it. I mean, they had goddamn Young Pharaoh and goddamn the little debate that Young Pharaoh and Sanchez had. And I truly believe fuckboy had something to do with that China, that shit getting hacked. I got something. I believe he had something to do when the boys shit was getting hacked when he was over there. Cause the brother said he was over there fucking with them flat earth. Yeah, now he ain't give a fuck about that shit. He probably learned a little something while he was fucking with it. Or he probably know, but he ain't give a fuck about no flat earth. And once I found that out, man, fuck you for real, nigga. Yeah, I've been checking that shit. I've been checking that shit out. I've been checking that shit out. What? But it's just his code name. Yeah, side it up. He said Bush. And see, Bush the one goddamn put everybody on Kanye when Kanye got down said that told that nigga he ain't like black people. They mauled that boy then. See, Kanye West and that nigga Gucci, nigga can't tell me nothing about them two because I went in depth and went and found photos to make sure I had the right size of their face and everything and compare that. I was the one doing them ear studies. I said, ear like a fingerprint. If you ever see Kanye with his ears like that and Gucci, that's some shit I cropped. That was my first time ever learning how to crop, but pressure crop that shit for me. I said, I want these motherfuckers side by side. It's called a crop, baby. That's how I learned. That's how I learned internet terms and shit. I ain't know what the fuck debunk and cropped and all that. I ain't know about all that bullshit. I'm sitting up pulling the pictures side by side. His ear look funny. I said, I put these whole, I can look at them at the same time. Put these whole side by side. On top of each other. See them side by side first, I put them on top of each other. While you look at them ear. It's called a crop, baby. All you gotta do is put your app and it'll crop it all that. Man, I don't know, man. Do all this shit. I don't do all shit. Put that shit on for me. I said, look at these ears. I did that shit on Facebook. When I did Gucci, that what made me goddamn leave Facebook because my family was so far behind time. I was like, man, I'm not finna be fucking with y'all, man. I'm finna go in and listen to some YouTube niggas or something. I started getting in YouTube people chats and just started. That's why I first started hitting that 3GD shit in them niggas chat. God, Global Gravity, 3GD, 3G to self. And I put my shit in there. And I need to go trademark that shit too, MJ. Well, I probably text message. I need to get down. Look, I need to trademark my shit because people know this shit when they see it. I'm right first seen goddamn that nigga P Diddy standing right next to himself. I said, look at this shit. Got his neck snapping on one of them videos. His neck, that robotic neck shit. I said, these folks think nigga crazy as hell. On everything, I seen that, yep. And I really need to do that shit. Cause I ain't telling that nigga, man. I just ain't no bitch. I just need to do. So I need snaps. I need snaps on. I put a whole lot of work in MJ for the free skin. Man, you know, in the months I set up, but I've been studying on my own. You know, I've been in months I used to just stay up 24 hours, waking up. I had notepads and shit. I went through the medical shit, medical field, all that, just studying and just researching and doing it right there on live with people, man. I put in work. I put in work with this shit. And I deserve the goddamn trademarks on my shit, man, for real. You need to. You need to. For real. I be saying I don't give a fuck with it. I ain't gonna lie, I do give a fuck. I ain't give a fuck, I would keep doing it. But I just encourage myself to always, if I did my goddamn, I thought I brought my charge. I did bring my charge. I did get my charge. My son, and I thought about my son, goddamn. He told me don't go that goddamn. Had me $5 before I leave. I sat on that machine, but I know what I did. I fucked up. He said that his energy wasn't right tonight. And I just looked at the same machine he sat on that killed me. I said, I know I shouldn't have sat on that machine. This machine. But I said, this bitch finna give me something. It did, my baby. And that bitch didn't never even do shit. I had to make up because I got on. I said, I never got on the machine. My son got on tonight. That machine took so it gave me. That motherfucker ain't give me all, it ain't give me nowhere near everything, baby. When that bitch goddamn did a little something, I got the fuck up off that bitch. I said, man, then my son, he the one told me don't come out here. And that would kind of throw it off. I probably could have came out there with about $150 or $200, but that machine threw me off my little grind. That nigga took it over there and tried to get it straight. Tried to get the script it out. And no goddamn well, I'm the first one to say YouTube street. I probably still could do it. Cause I got the motherfucking video where I'm telling people I'm the motherfucker. Way back in the day when it first came out, can't nobody go past this video and hear nothing about no YouTube street past this point where I can go put a stamp on it. I said, and the reason I did that, it was one of the times that nigga want me trying to get me to come over there on his platform and shit. I already know he's trying to help promote his little shit. But I said, while I'm over, I'm gonna make sure I stamp that the YouTube streets belong to me, that I said it. And I can tell you exactly what motherfucker it's gonna be on, cause he tried to come up with the YouTube tiers to combat to go along and coincide with my YouTube streets. Tried to take my big truck, everything I did, and they were trying to steal everything. I remember one time I was telling them, I had told this story to a couple of people before I said it on YouTube. That motherfucker went over there and said my shit, bro. That nigga did the motherfucking, what that lady name is? They said that motherfucker dead. Melania Trump dead. But he did the goddamn Melania Trump to Michelle Obama speech to me. I said, everybody said, and that's my shit. I said, this shit niggas say right around here, they shit come from me. But I said, this motherfucker went away. I said, I had a little thing. You said, man, I said, I know nature's changing, man, because I remember we used to see plenty of lightning bugs. I remember we used to catch them, you could smell them, they stink. I was talking about that shit with somebody the other day, but that nigga went over there. I don't know. She might as well, because he a dictator. He don't need no first lady. He grabbed him by the pussy. I still got that video. But that nigga went over there and talked my shit about lightning bug like it was really his shit, and said the whole thing, like I'm talking about my whole little spiel that I gave over here to my people and went over his platform. And it was when he had that girl, the one that the world news hit for them $800. Why ain't take the risk? I say, what the fuck? How the fuck he knows a risk when he ain't take it? I used to fuck him up. I used to listen to him and just fuck him up. They used to fuck themselves up. That nigga went over and gave the whole spiel about this shit. I know it. He a dictator. He left ahead when they went up in that goddamn White House. But they go in this bitch and try to find us on the run. What you gonna do, MJ? What you gonna live in that? What you gonna live in that? Goddamn, way past nap time. Kaka ain't showed up, and we on the wrong time. She probably don't know what the fuck we. Kaka bust out that left. All that good shit. That fruit ain't shit. That fruit is good. I remember bananas had black seeds and all that good shit. But I was talking about them lightning bugs. I went over there, I was sitting up listening at this motherfucker. I said, man, this nigga just stole my whole intellectual goddamn concept, property, whatever the fuck they want to call this. I said, this nigga here sounds serious, bro. I said, that's a goddamn shame. And then he was turning around and said, what if I took a fit? And had them folks following that shit, they dropped so much propaganda on my name and slandered my name so fucked up. And all I did was help the bitch get his channel up. Then we wanted to start a channel with me when we be a judge and shit. And that what made me and Kel Gibbs fall out because I ain't peeped the game what he was doing. He was biting out Kel Gibbs. Like Kel Gibbs had that motherfucker. He had that fraud department. He had a fraud department first, but Kel Gibbs had that shit. Somewhere he had that gavel when he was over there. Like he was a judge type shit. And he kind of like stole that man idea and had me wrapped up in the middle of the shit. But I ain't know he had went over there and tried to run some shit. That nigga, he a snake ass nigga. And that's how we ain't fall out. He might have fell out with me, but I ain't fall out with him. I ain't got no problem with that nigga. I love that nigga. That nigga funny as hell. I be in that nigga bush. I'll pop out every now and then. He'll see me. He used to block. If I know he be seeing me, I be catching when he reading that chat and I say something. But I'm always salute the goddamn basement. I created my own space in Cal Hill when we smoking the packs. We at polite ass. That's why that shit. That's one of the spots where I come from. My roots is goddamn Dred, Sanchez, Cal Hill. That's my roots on YouTube. That's what them niggas I used to fuck with. And I ain't never changed on them niggas. Never. He ain't never crossed me. He just kept me logic on some whole shit. Real talk. Can't find my motherfucking key. Y'all goddamn man, y'all need to take y'all there to be. Y'all be tired of you. There she go. The fuck she come from? That's all I'm saying. Some one of y'all when it's summer, so y'all, I need y'all to fuck with each other like that though. How the hell she know we was over there? Every time I call her name, she pop out that shit crazy. I don't think I like it though. Damn, so good. Big boy, you let them nigga rob me, nigga. What you say? Yeah. Time out. I ain't need my AC on, but I'll be sick in the dark. Y'all know I got it. Man, how the hell Kaka know the goddamn pop up every time I say this shit? Every time I say her name, she probably looking for me since 11. Probably looking for me since 11. We all goddamn run that shit live tonight. I'm gonna find something to watch. I'm gonna give me something to snack. I got me some fruit in that bitch too. I got me some peaches and plums. I bought some peaches, plums, and motherfucking. What I bought? Peaches, plums. I got some red plums and some black plums and some peaches. That's all I got. They wanted too much for them little bit of blackberry. I like them blackberry. They wanted too much for them all. I should went to my real store. Hey, what kind of shit y'all want to watch, man? Peaches. I'll go slide me up some of them damn peaches. I'm gonna go find something to eat. I'm gonna come back on goddamn where we going? I got 3GD on FED 5. We go to on FED. I don't think I can go live on FED before I try that shit and it didn't work. Might not have no subs on that bit. I fuck around and got on the machine, goddamn. We was out there early. I don't be eating them chips like that no more, cause I got. Bye. Okay. Well, I'll be back. Hold on, y'all. No, I'm gonna name this shit up. I'm gonna come back on FED 5 in a few minutes. You don't need no goddamn help. You ain't gonna be in break a motherfucker for. I said, what I said? Kaka, you late. I said, boom.